God has always been alive. Always. And he wanted to be friends and to love people and for people to love him. He wanted to have friends to love, laugh and share with. So he created a beautiful garden with animals in it, water, the sun, the moon, the stars, and he created people to put in the garden, to look after it, to care for it, to be responsible for it. The animals, the water, the sun, the moon, the stars. He gave them all to the people to enjoy being with. And all was wonderful until one day the people had a thought. They had a thought that God was holding out on them, withholding good things from them. They thought that God can't be trusted to love us the best way we know how. So they started thinking selfish thoughts about what was best for themselves. And so sad things started to happen that brought a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, brokenness to each other, themselves, and to their relationship with God. Things like it got so bad that people didn't know what God's voice sounded like anymore. It got so bad that people didn't know what God's love friendship felt like. It got so bad that people didn't even know what being with God looked like. All the people thought that God didn't like them anymore and that he was angry with them. So they didn't even want to look for him, to find him anymore. So God sent Jesus to be born as a baby, just like humans, and then live with people until he grew up to be a grown man. And in all of those years of growing up and living with people, he never once did anything wrong. He never once did a hurtful thing or said a bad thing. Never once. Jesus kept telling everyone he met that God loved them and wanted them to be his friends again. So much pain had happened in the world. So much hurt had been done by all the people. So much had been broken and nothing could be done to stop it, to mend it. So Jesus died on the cross to pay the price for the consequences of what we've done. You know, just like when you don't get your homework done and you get consequence. Or when your parents give you a consequence of no TV or no treats. The consequence for the huge amount of wrong that we'd done was not possible for us to pay. Jesus loved us so much that he paid the consequence for us. And because he was perfect and had never done anything wrong, because his home was heaven, him paying for all our wrongs did more than just take away the bad that had been done by us. Jesus dying on the cross means that God never remembers any of those bad things ever again. They're gone from his memory. And then Jesus came alive again after 3 days. And he did this to show us that now we can have a choice. We can now choose to live like he lived, having a friendship with him so that we can love, laugh and share things with him every day, choosing to be kind, loving, generous with others. And then we can live with him in heaven forever when we die too. If you would like to say sorry to Jesus for all the wrong things that you've done and the way that you've tainted your life and relationships, and you want to have him as your closest friend again, pray. In your own words, have a conversation with him and let him know how sorry you are, but how grateful you are for him, his open hands, open heart to embrace, bring you to do life with you. Let us know that you've had this conversation with him. We'd love to connect, journey with you.